What's going on, you guys? So check it right. With hip-hop being centered around competition, the genre does come with a lot of ego and bravado, and that seems to be the case with the video topic of today. Now, Manifest, who is a Ghanaian rapper, said the following on Facebook: the big three of African rap, ellipsis, and we had A-Reece comment by saying, more like big two. Now, this presents an interesting conversation because, the chat about who is part of the big three in SA has always been a huge talking point. For the longest of times, the big three of the current generation of rap was always seen as Reece, Nasty, and Shane. But I think a lot of people or fans of SA hip-hop have substituted Blackie in for Shane, solely because of the impact he's had on the game, as well as his output being incomparable to most of his peers. But leaving SA hip-hop for a second, right, M. is positioning his thought to include the whole of Africa and making us wonder who should be a part of the big three. Now, I'm sure a lot of fans of African rap would say M.I. Baga, Sarkardi, Calligraph Jones, Manifest himself, Nasty, Reece, Stogie, Casper, Shane, Blackie, and a few other names should be part of the list, but Reece feels as if two names are only worthy of those positions. Now, obviously, I'm sure he has himself included in that list of the big two, but who else would he include? Now, I think an obvious answer would be someone like Nasty C, because he is seen as his biggest rival in the country and the game as a whole. They feud with each other, as well as fans trying to compare them in every single way feeds into the competition amongst them. So maybe he feels like he's worthy of being associated alongside himself. Plus, Nasty is arguably the biggest export from SA currently in terms of rap, and his catalog speaks for itself. So when talking about a big two, his name being included would make sense. Now, another artist he could be talking about is Casper in Your Vest, and I only say that because Reece at one stage viewed him as his idol, and rightfully so. Cas took the game by storm with Tulufelo dropping hits after hits, as well as securing big brand deals and filling up the dome. So even though he might not have the same chokehold he once had on the game like he did back in 2014, his presence in the industry and Africa as a whole is still felt. Now, the other person that I think Reece was actually talking about is Manifest himself, and I think it's safe to say that Reece holds M.'s pen game to a high regard. Now, I'm not really caught up on Ghanaian rap, but I would assume he is one of the biggest rappers from there, which should count for something. And the rap spectacle that they both put on with West Time Africa, as well as Champion, allowed Reece to develop respect, or even more respect, for M. as a top tier lyricist in the continent. And I truly believe he sees him as his only competition, his only rival, as well as his only formidable opponent in terms of pure lyricism and rap in Africa. But you guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Who do you think Reece was talking about? And if there is a big three of African rap, who would you include? Comment down below. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found the content dope, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on to the next one. Peace.